Just want to make sure everything's good. Good. Cool. Not where I wanted it to go, but sorry. Next. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm Nikolai, big Russian man with big balls, Bolshevik. Okay.
Maybe someone should go turn on the power now.
Duh. Yeah. Okay, bring it on, hell pig. Could have gotten more points out of that. It doesn't even want to close. Ah.
Meet the fury of the Red Army!
I don't even know what happened to my pistol anymore. At least I still have my little butter knife, huh? Alright, I should really get to... I have enough for a weapon? Come on, give Nikolai something very good to work with, huh? What the fuck is this? Am I Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead? Coral. gotta wait a little bit, Coral. That's how Rick does it, right? Ugh.
I am surrounded by hell pigs!
Come on! We gotta protect Coral! Right? Rick always says that, like... Hi, bro. How you doing? Messy text. How you doing, Messy? Yeah. What the fuck is this? Am I Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead? It's bullshit. I don't have any other weapon besides this thing. So what the hell do you expect me to do? I need a better weapon. Keep it just in case. Ah!
Gauge Fury!
My old friend, how I've missed you! Oh god. Really? Oh look, we get a Bowie knife in the bedroom, huh? It's very convenient. Let's put these in here. I'll check the chat right now. Hey, bro, it's very funny, the SpongeBob house. I never seen something like that inside. Yeah, it's a mod for zombies. Look at that. What the fuck kind of picture is that? Holy shit. That's not what I was expecting. Oh god, they're coming. I need to hurry. You stay away. Are you fucking kidding me? What is this? A CZ-75? This bullshit. This is literal bullshit. Ah!
You Bolshevik dogs!
Jesus. What sucks is that this thing actually... Ah, fuck this thing! Come on, hell pigs!
This is proper socialist reform!
Okay, beautiful. Okay, open this goddamn door.
The doctor order.
Oh, beautiful. Khalil? Yes, please. This place is Nikolai. Alright.
Nikolai is coming for you!
Are you kidding me?
Either I'm surrounded or I'm seeing double! Budem zdrovi! Let's stay healthy. I got the move and it'll take me down!
I don't even know I was using my shotgun for this shit. Oh god. Bitch! Oh god. Sniper rifle? No.
It is happy hour!
Oh god. Here come the puppies! Knock. Come here, little puppy.
Come quickly! I'm surrounded!
Come to Uncle Nikolai! Oh, never mind.
Coffin, your children are becoming annoying! You didn't bring enough hell pigs to take on the Soviets!
Oh, man. Okay, I need to get a drink.
Why am I
Ah.
so heavy now?
Look at this.
Reach for vodka tonight!
Well, I don't even have any money.
I think they're all trying to steal my vodka! Which one of you crap your pants?
Ah,
Why
no!
do they insist on picking on me?
Damn it. I got stuck. I should have bought another door to get out of here. Oh, man. That's actually something like that. Woo! Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay. Oh, this thing isn't even on, that's fine. Ah! God. Ow! I'm the only one playing this one right now, so... Yeah. Oh yeah, baby! Dempsey! Ugh.
Why don't someone go turn the power on?
Enough to open the store, but Why not? What's the worst that can happen if I turn the power on? I'm gonna have to let them in so we can get some power-ups at least. Here they come! Oh yeah! Sweet. Hey, would you look at that? How you doing, Richtofen? Go over there. Not bad. Not bad. Gotta bet your pistol. Again, I can see him. He's all like, okay, go. Thankfully, no zombies come out of this way over here, so we're okay. Perfect. Get this shot this.
Why is it always up to me?
Yes, my children, gather round.
Hey, did Richtofen send you all?
I'm the daughter.
Time to die! You guys, not me!
Hello! The daughter's you from heaven now!
Hey, I found all the zombies!
Gotcha.
Danke.
Reed juice! I'm gonna spill their guts all over the place.
Oh, did he leave? Oh no, he's still here.
Have you heard? It's your time to go.
Shh.
They're everywhere!
Oh.
Monkey, it's just about party time for you!
The last two.
Damn it, no cash.
Yeah, we gotta repair these windows. Sorry, I'm just getting really sweaty right now. Oh god, oh god.
Yes, she sounds like a spirited specimen. More score!
Beautiful.
It's tear 'em up time. Sweet.
Hi, Mr. Porque.
Alas, the doctor is too poor to buy this. My patience is at an end.
You're gonna die now!
A gift from Sam. Goodbye! Oh, it's not yet time. ammo to the max, yeah? I will please you now. The voices!
That's what I'm talking about!
Time to run!
Mr. Monkey!
Why won't they stop talking to me? You should go for the Genji now!
Ah, you blood-sucking slack-jawed maggot bag!
The doctor! Let me tell you a story about your soul! I'm getting so close! We're gonna die now! It's not the time to stalk the doctor!
Tickles!
Woo! More shit to kill with!
Tick tock. This takes so long!
Come on, pack a punch, you better hurry up!
What the hell is that?
Everywhere! Woo! Bring it on! Never saw a zombie swarm I didn't like!
I'm the doctor!
They're everywhere! Awesome. You corner a Dempsey, you'll get dead real quick. Just what I like. Multiple targets. Let's see. 1,000 zombies, 1 Dempsey. Yeah, that's probably fair.
Oh god, it's someone with.
Oh, come on!
He left. Yeah, he left. That's funny. Whew. That's fun. Ugh. Whew. Boy. Take a break. Oh man. You know, why don't we mess around a little bit in VR chat? Why not? Pretty sure I have VR chat enabled. Yeah, I do. VR chat might be the craziest thing I'm gonna do. Yeah. It's already low on battery? What? Alright. I messed around a bit on VR. There's a photo. That's This is me? Avatars. Oh god, they have furry avatars? Jesus! Hold on, you guys can't see anything. Oh god. What is this? Cross-platform avatars? Let's check it out. Why the SpongeBob music? I don't fucking know, dude. Maybe I could go as Plankton. Could you imagine that? Like, hey kids, I'm Plankton. It's so nice to meet you. No. look at all these avatars. It's so crazy in here, Crabs. I don't even know what's going on. Hello? Hello? Pretty sure you guys can. Yeah, you guys could hear the game and everything, but you guys can't really hear me, so it's okay. The fuck are these avatars? Is that all they have? Not anymore. The fuck is that? What the fuck are these? Fucking weeb as shit. Where's the mirror? I gotta look at myself! Oh man. Look. Hot as shit. God damn.
Hey, if you want some actual decent avatars, look to your left. Or now right. Right here.
Here?
You can find avatars in this world that are actually pretty dope.
Are you just saying that, or are
If you're
you
looking
leading
for
me to
some
Hentai Land? Because if you're leading me to Hentai Land, let me tell you something, buddy. That's exactly where I'm going.
Yeah, you can find a lot of that shit in there too.
Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Let's go. You see how nice everybody is? My goodness. Especially this guy. I'm just like looking at myself. I'm like, look at me. I'm a cute little froggy. What a nice peep. Oh god, we're probably gonna find a lot of... We're probably gonna find a lot of hentai here. Oh man, look at me, I'm still a frog.
But yeah, just search what you want for an avatar. Like, if you want, like, this girl, for an example, just search up Rias.
Anything? They literally have anything
There's
here?
legitimately anything you could ask for.
Okay.
They will probably fucking have it.
TF2. Not seeing much of anything. Wait. 0 results. Spelled that wrong. So what what inclined you to help me?
Oh shit. I just enjoy helping new players.
That's fair.
Then you can get some of the weird hentai shit I can find.
Oh no, I wasn't even looking for hentai, I was just fucking with you. I don't even know what I'm looking for an avatar. 8 results? But where are the results, though?
Look to your right.
Oh!
There, now you can look in the mirror.
Yeah! Oh, wait. Ugh! I'm dead! I look like Freddy Krueger! Is that Freddy Krueger? No, it's not. Oh! My goodness, my fingers are fat as shit.
Here, before you continue, click on your menu really quick and then click on me and enable my avatar.
Eh? Click on my menu? How do I do that?
Yeah, your menu, so click on, like, where you open up, like, where you can see your avatars and stuff like that.
Oh,
And click on me with it.
click on you?
And enable avatar.
Chat Celestia? Avatar display enabled.
So basically, when you click on,
Jesus Christ, you are sexy as hell.
there you go.
I dig that.
You what?
That is fucking great. Oh my
Click on
god.
character again.
With the menu up?
Click on my character again, and then you can click clone avatar this time.
You said clone avatar? Oh god. Says this avatar cannot be cloned at this time.
Oh shit. One more time. I just renamed it.
Okay.
I'm more than happy willing to try and give people cool shit. There you go. Now look in the mirror.
Oh yeah! I like cute as hell. Woo! Jesus! Man, I'm gonna have fun with this thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've got pretty much all of the above, some of the weirdest but coolest avatars at the same time.
This is fucking great. I would have never imagined something like this, but oh my god, man. Yeah! Exactly. Yes. Love me some Master Roshi.
But yeah, once you get into the actual like VR world and actually start looking around more, you can find some of the really cool avatars.
Oh, nice. It also has a power-up animation, too. That is great. Let's see. Oh, I know. Here's a popular one. Now, can I keep this avatar that I have equipped right now until like
Yeah,
a...
you just
Oh,
go back
God.
into your menu,
Okay.
go to avatars,
Okay.
and favorite that avatar.
How do I... Oh, there you
And
go.
it'll stay in your menu for as long as you want it to.
Oh my god. Oh, what is... Oh god, what is this? Ah, I see. I have now become one with the cringe.
And if you really want to become ballsy, there is a random avatar button.
Oh god. Oh, Bubba! Oh, yeah. No. A random... So it just selects out of a
The
big
random avatar
assortment.
button's right fucking here. If you really want to become ballsy, click on it. You'll
Oh,
find
God.
some of the weirdest shit. Anywhere from furries.
Oh god, you had to mention furry, didn't you? God, what is this? This is like a fucking like medieval kind of furry thing,
Yeah,
Jeez.
It's like a medieval fox, like a yokai style person.
right?
But yeah, you can either find some of the really, like, some of the best avatars doing that, or you can find some of the weirdest fucking
Oh, hey.
you can never ask for.
Oh god, hey, it's Caboose. What? What the fuck?
Oh, a man of culture.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I know about Caboose, man? Red versus blue? That's like the greatest thing ever. And then, you got Arby and the Chief, and you have, Halo, or Master Chief plays Halo 3, or Halo 3 Beta. Those are always good ones. Eh? What? Oh, man. What the fuck is wrong with my fingers? Did I get frostbite? Oh, this is not good. No, I definitely got frostbite on these bitches. Oh my god! I'm having too much fun with this. What the hell is this? Is this fucking Hex Maniac? Oh, and Toru. No, not Toru, Toga.
Yeah, you can find some of the weirdest, like, ultimate level simp level shit
I'm
on here
digging the
sometimes,
jiggle
just for
physics on
fun.
the... How the fuck do you do that? I'm digging the jiggle physics, though. Nah, they really put a lot of emphasis on the...
I'm on my PC right now. I'm recovering from shoulder surgery, so I kind of can't use my headset.
Oh, okay, so that's only on PC. You can't do that on just standard Oculus? Or
No,
VR.
no, this is a fucking Oculus avatar. I got this on my Oculus.
No, I mean like the whole like the emotes thing. You can't do that here on Quest. You can only do that
No,
on
no, no,
PC.
no, no. Oh, hold your menu button. Instead of press it, hold it. And it should
Oh,
bring up a wheel.
expressions. Is it expressions?
And then you can go to modes and all that fun stuff.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh god.
Some
Emojis.
characters have their own specific shit.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can bring out. Some characters can become fully nude. All that fun stuff.
Oh man, I'm having way too much fun with this. All right, let's do another random one. See what we get. What in the goddamn fuck is this?
Oh, you got one of the cursed avatars.
Oh god, what does that mean?
It just means it looks fucking weird.
Oh, just continuously ape posing everywhere? Jesus. All right, let's try something else.
Let's see. Where's a good example?
Oh, of course. I know nothing. Jon Snow and fucking Toga. What a pair.
Okay, this can be considered a cursed avatar. Now do you see what I mean?
I don't see anything. Is that what it's supposed to be? Nothing? Oh! Oh,
Shit,
God. Yeah, now I see it.
you can see
Oh,
that.
yeah. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck is this? Man, VR chat is something else. Oh god, what the hell is that? Oh boy, I said boy. Oh god, what is this? Who the fuck is this? I don't know who the fuck this is. Let's try somebody else. Oh, you certainly know the way. Oh god. Well, this happened. Dude, I was actually looking for that avatar. Hold on, I gotta say that. Of course I know the way, but do you know the way, brother? I'm asking you. Oh, and I gotta... Yes, I do know the way. Do you know the way? I gotta say that avatar real quick.
Let's see. Here's another good example of a cursed avatar that you can actually see because of PC. Let's see.
Oh god. I'm a full-fledged furry now, Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's
I
furry avatars in the chat.
mean...
There's
And
one
again... These ears look pretty... Oh god. Wide boy. White Deku and a fucking furry. What a disappointment.
and then you can find some of like the really cool avatars.
Oh shit. Like an Ultra Instinct Goku. And over here I'm looking like a fucking hot mess.
Or for some reason you can find a fucking battleship.
A battleship? Just a random ass battleship?
No, I'm shitting you.
Oh my god. You are not shitting me. You give me a fucking battleship. I wish I could do his voice.
It's the fucking Yamato.
Oh. Oh yeah, you're right, huh? Holy shit. God damn. Look at the detail on this bitch. If only I could find or not I mean, of course this is but... What is this? Oh god. Oh god, I'm just blocking myself in case people can see my boobies. What the fuck is this? Looks like I got nipples on my fucking knees. Oh, you shrunk yourself? You shrunk yourself? Who the fuck is this? I don't even know who half of these people are. I'm just going off of random avatar stuff. Okay. What? What is this fucking Friday Night Funkin'? It is, huh? Okay, no. Oh god, I'm a furry again! Why? Why does this game want me to be a furry so goddamn bad? What a disappointment. fursuit. Oh god, what is this? I just want to make sure I don't show boobies. Oh, would you look at that? I'm showing boobies. What? Do I really make that kind of face when I... Why is it... Why? Okay, hold on. Whenever... Oh god, whenever I talk, I do that kind of face. My goodness. And now I go face. Oh god, what happened? Oh, what happened to fucking Knuckles? Jesus.
No, no, just pressing. Oh god, that's terrifying.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, cool sans.
It seems that I have become one with the Teletubbies. I have devoured their flesh and have become the ultimate being. This is actually terrifying. Oh my god. What? Oh god, another furry? Really?
Oh, you got a proto avatar.
I got a what?
One of the most common furry avatars.
Oh, this is common? Oh god. This is horrible. Why would
Looks like
anybody...
I'm a hippie Harry Potter with this one.
Hippie Harry Potter. Oh! Oh, crikey! What the bloody hell happened to you?
This is a good example of a cursed avatar.
That is a cursed avatar. What is that supposed to... I mean, I know it's supposed to be Sniper, but Jesus. What about me?
Cool.
What the fuck is wrong with me? It's not even Christmas yet. Okay. I'm gonna do this just in case. Oh. Flat as paper. What? Oh. Oh man, so okay. So my eyes sparkle, I guess. Ah! Oh. 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 Jiggle physics.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking avatars in this game of jiggle physics.
Oh, I bet. I bet. This is Commander Cody. What the? Man, I'm probably gonna spend like all day here just messing around. What the? Bruh. Why is that showing? Why is that showing? Oh my god. These avatars are so strange. Am I a raver now?
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Man. You really can just go, oh god, another furry, of course. And this one has his tongue out. This one sticks his tongue out every time he talks. Ah. Are you sure this is another common furry one? Oh, what the? Oh, well, I guess this is cursed in a way. Oh, I never thought I'd want to be a kawaii hot dog before. Yet here I am. Oh, Doomslayer? Yeah, this is Doomslayer. So, what other games do you like to play aside from VR? Oh god.
I'm actually a former competitive Halo player. I was actually #1 in the world.
Really?
Yeah, SIR Hackster. I was #1 in the world from 2016 to 2017.
Oh, nice. So what brings you to the wonderful world of VR?
I've been playing it they did the open beta for this shit.
Oh shit. That's pretty dope, dude.
And I am definitely keeping this flag.
Oh, is this it? And it says, oh,
This is my home fucking state.
yes, Nebraska. Nice. Okay, let's see who else. Who am I gonna be this time? What the fuck is this?
Oh my god, it's a slim minion.
Ah, it's okay. I always get taken as a fucking joke. Okay, since you were a former competitive Halo player, I gotta ask you, what would you say was your favorite era of Halo? What the fuck is this? Am I an Axital?
It's honestly between Halo 3, Reach, or the first Halo.
Oh, weren't really a big fan of 2?
Because I grew up playing it. Yeah, I grew up on. Yeah, I love all the Halos except for 5.
You even like 4?
4 is kind of.
Yeah, anything past. Well, actually, I'm up to like what, ODST. Yeah, it's what, Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. 4, 5, I don't talk about.
Yeah, 5 I absolutely despise. 4 is tolerable. Infinite is a good try on getting back to Halo 3.
Oh, someone else here. Hello, Sol. What the fuck? What is up with these goddamn furry avatars, man? Ooh. Oh, I know. I could go as Cosmo Kitty and just start speaking Japanese all over the place.
No, a fellow PC user.
It's actually it's a flying avatar. That's why I use it. I go in black cats and go into the walls.
Yeah, a fellow PC user, it seems. How's it going?
There you go. Like Garen.
Yeah, I was just showing him because he's not used to VR, so I figured I'd show
Oh
him.
no, I am used to VR. I was just looking for new avatars and stuff, but you showed me.
Shit.
Linky. I'm gone.
Yeah, that's right. I need to enable your avatar too.
See, when I fly, at least I look cool flying.
How do I enable people's avatars again?
Click on them via the menu.
Oh yeah.
There, look up Soul. At
That's
least
not
when I fly, I look like a fucking spaceship.
No, I want U.S. Army Sergeant, not Sergeant. Wait. Yes, I got it.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor.
Holy shit!
Will speak only when spoken to.
Yeah.
And the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be sir. Do you maggots understand that? Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
What am I, Gomer Pyle? Oh, I know you're
You
Gomer
ladies
Pyle.
leave my island. If you survive recruit training.
All right, let's try another random one. What do I got this time?
You ruined the illusion.
Huh? What do you mean? I did respond. Oh god, why am I wearing flippers? Oh, he left? Oh, okay. What the fuck is who the fuck is this? Fucking Metalocalypse? Oh. Ah, well.
Here, now you should actually be able to see this avatar.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's sick. That is dope. And then oh yeah, he can move around like that too? Oh, that is awesome. That is really cool. I like that.
And then let's see, you can
We-
also do.
On weapons too? Oh god, another furry. Oh god, I'm a Mountain Dew furry! Oh. Oh god, you're not gonna Fuzordami, are you?
Who the fuck is my avatar?
What the fuck is...
Use my sound.
What is this? Am I a fucking glowworm? Oh god. What the hell is it? What the fuck is it? What is this? What the fuck?
This is a random fucking bee avatar.
What
You'll
the
find
What the hell? I should just get to the fucking courtroom like that and be like, hey guys. Damn it, I should have kept it. Oh god, Thomas, please, no, stay away from me! Oh, fucking Sands. Really? Let's see. Oh, another furry. Wow! Well, nice to meet you. You come here often? Let me just... There we go. Yeah! See? Okay, who am I this time? Oh, God. I'm... Oh, this is like the worst combination ever, wouldn't you say? Oh, no, I don't like where this is going. I've seen way too much hentai to know about this one. Oh, God. Fucking, what the hell's her name?
Quieres.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, I have two of these. One of them is for the moves, one of them is for the fan service part.
Fan service? Wait a minute, I'm streaming. Hold on, don't show any boobies. Not yet. Oh, I don't really care. It's whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I still want to get in trouble. Oh, I'm a body pillow.
Broken isekai. I feel probably one of the most broken isekai characters.
Okay. I'm a body pillow. I've become the very thing I've sworn to destroy. No. A Mandalorian Viking? I guess. Oh boy. Fucking Beerus and Mickey? Jesus Christ.
The ultimate fusion.
I don't even know if I can do Mickey and... Ah, I see. You have a very splendid avatar.
And of course, Beerus himself.
Oh, I gotta download Beerus.
Here, you want it?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to do that right now. Oh, there you go. Oh, I thought I had to go up to your name, not to actual, like, avatar. I know. Favorite. Well, well. Don't I look handsome? You can Pikachu. Well, I do look a lot more handsome than my brother. Is that fucking Moist Critical that I just saw? Oh, God. You should kill yourself now. Your life, Lois.
A whole bunch of memes.
Fucking LTG. Jesus Christ. Go loco? How the fuck do I go loco?
Here you go.
Oh, God. John Cena? I actually have the Yamato.
Look into my eyes, mortal.
Oh no. Oh, I never thought I'd roll Virgil. And... Man, why do I look so depressed? Jesus. What the fuck is this supposed to be? Fucking Nicki Minaj? Oh, you know, that actually required for me to have... Actually, no, never mind. I don't even need skill to be Nicki Minaj. Okay, who else am I gonna be? Well, I have no idea who this is, and why the hell are you so damn tiny? Well,
Wait, am I black? Oh my god, the Antichrist.
what? Me?
Is this a fucking... No, my ad here right
Oh,
now. Is this a fucking PC only? I hope it's not.
I have no idea. My smoke, I think.
Oh, it is a fucking PC only. Shit.
Damn. Damn! Well, talk about having massive grippers, holy shit. Let me grip you. Okay.
Oh shit, I've become the legend herself.
Huh? Is that the one that was in that fighting game?
Tex. No, Tex.
Oh!
I'm guessing this is a PC only ad.
Oh yeah, because I see Master Chief. I don't see the one that you're talking about.
No. Yeah, this is Tex.
Oh!
It literally says Tex RVB1.
Oh, text. What the fuck am I? Am I a stick figure? Oh god.
Oh yeah, that's for the fucking the test full body tracking.
Oh, this is for body checking? The hell? That's pretty cool. Alright, let's try someone new.
Oh my
Huh?
god.
I can't see you change it. Oh god, I'm a penis! I'm a dickaroni! I'm literally dickaroni.
Shit, the legendary gag gift from Spencer's itself.
Jesus. Hello, nice titties. I mean, it's not wrong though. Alright.
I'm wearing a tomato onesie.
What the fuck? I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Ah, wait a minute, I got an idea. I know. Yeah, I have an idea. Carl. There's many different forms of Carl. Oh yeah, we got Carl Weezer, baby. Yeah. Can you transform into Judy for me? So I'll take that as a no.
Okay, I'm just a buff horse now.
Okay, wait a minute. I got it. I got this. I got this. Yeah, there we go. That saves a lot better now, doesn't it? Yeah. Hey, so you lesbian or something? Oh god. Man, these are. What the fuck is this one? Oh, jeez, I got boobies now. This is. Oh god, I think I found a really cursed avatar. This is creepy. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Hold on. James. Oh, James from. No. Ah, here we go. Oh god, I look very creepy. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my wife? Oh god! I got this letter from my wife, but she's dead. She told me she'd come here and meet me in our special place. Fucking James Sunderland. Jesus, what is this? Oh, fucking N64, James Bond. Oh, that is great. Oh, another James Sunderland? Let's see. That's the same one. Oh my goodness. Let's see. What's a really cursed? What's a cursed avatar I could look up? Let's keep doing randoms. Huh? Oh, it's this chick. It's the one that everyone's going like gaga for, I think. I don't know. And again, which anime chick don't people go gaga for now? Oh god, I look depressed. Fucking depressed Pokemon. Hey, you know what'd be cool for a VR game?
What?
Have you ever played Mega Man Battle Network by any chance? Oh god, I'm a furry again.
Oh shit, yeah, I haven't played it in a long time though.
Dude, a fucking Battle Network VR game would be... Yeah, it slapped like those titties I'm about to slap right now. No. But yeah, like the whole concept of it, that would be fucking great for VR. At least I think. Oh god.
Yeah, it would be great.
Like, why hasn't that been done yet? You know, it's like...
Oh my god.
Handsome Squidward. Oh god.
So you can see it. Good, this is an Oculus enabled avatar.
Yeah, fucking handsome Squidward. I think I might need to charge my headset. I find
maybe.
your lack of faith disturbing. Oh,
Oh, found more jiggle physics.
thought I was Commander Cody. Jiggle physics? Where? Yeah, oh god. Damn, those things really do be jiggling. Jesus. Okay, who else we got? I have no idea who the fuck this is. But yeah. Yeah, alright. Let's see who else we got. Dude from some anime. I don't know. Dr. Stone, I think? I don't fucking know. Where's
Yeah, I remember
Baki?
correctly, I can't remember.
Oh! Jiggle physics! Yeah! I think. Oh god, yeah, definitely jiggle physics here. Why am my eyes closed though? I can't hear you! No.
I just was a girl with the head of a zombie.
Oh, another body pillow. Don't know where this is from. Kind of reminds me of that one hentai that I saw with the mime chicks. Oh god, I'm not Batman, I'm Fratman? Oh, Samus, oh god, jiggle physics. I'm a little furry, but that's okay.
Yep, jiggle physics.
Okay, now I see.
Because it's an Android 18 Samus.
Oh god, I love it. But no jiggle physics though. Damn, that's a shame. Like, I may be small, but if hentai has taught me anything, it means that I'm big where it counts. Right? That's usually how they do it in those pornos and stuff. I don't know. Some weird kind of fetish thing, I guess. Okay, enough furries! exactly a furry, but I mean, what can you do, right? Oh God, I don't even know who this is. I think this is from Fallout. No. Oh God, this engineer. It looks like engineer. Yeah, it is an engineer. This looks cursed though. Oh my God. This really looks cursed. This looks rather creepy, actually. Oh, you can. Oh, hey! Oh. Ah! Oh god, I'm bleeding from my mouth. Why am I bleeding from my mouth? And I'm wearing a fucking Batman shirt? And my tail just like stuck in my side of my ass. Oh god. Oh yeah, baby. Can I take out my boomstick? Ah. I can't take out my boomstick. I like that though. Ash Williams, nice. Oh my goodness, look at me! I'm... Oh goodness, I'm Italian! No. Oh god. Well, I mean... what the fuck is wrong with my feet? I guess this is one form of expressing pain. Let's see. Oh god. Oh, I was wanting to be a locust. Not really. But I mean, hey. At least I could bang the queen, right? I think. I don't know. Did locust even bang the queen? I don't think they do. I don't even think she gave birth to the locust. I don't even know if they actually explained it thoroughly, did they? You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Oh god, I need to charge my headset. Oh god, I'm... Mashido? Yeah, I'm that one chick in those hentais that I look at all the time. No, I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, no, I haven't played Gears in a long time either. I think the last one I officially played was... Oh god. Oh god! Okay. Old Republic, I think? The fuck? A fork? Why do I have a...
I'm a fucking fish.
You're a fish? You don't look like a fish. Oh god, I'm another furry again, but this time I'm tiny. Why am I a tiny furry? Why? What is this? Why am I like this? Why are my legs shaking? Oh god, my legs are shaking. I need to charge my headset pretty soon, so I'm probably gonna have to bounce in a few. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to be. A cigarette in the mouth, I guess? I don't know.
Here.
I swear to god, this game just keeps giving me fucking furries. What is this? Do I look like I'm going to fucking... Do I look like somebody who wants to go to fucking FurryCon? Oh, yeah, no, let's not talk about that, right? We don't talk about the ball pit incident.
The amount of furry worlds are in this game is fucking funny.
I'm guessing everyone is, like, super serious into their role-playing, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh god. You know, I kind of want to go in there just to see what the environment is like, but my god, I'd probably die of cringe. Oh god, my, Sky? I think? No. It kind of reminds me of Sky from Paladins, but it's not. I'll have to come back and probably join a furry world just to see what the... Oh. Oh. Jiggle physics. Oh, massive jiggle physics. Yes. I will accept your friend request too. Oh, whoops. Oh god. Oh god. I feel like going up and like running up to somebody and just giving them a big hug and then exploding right afterwards. Is it social? Oh no.
You
There
should
you
have
go.
got a notification. I sent you a friend request. You're more
Yeah,
than happy to accept it.
yeah, I got it.
You ever want any other really weird and cool avatars? Hit me up. I'll show you
Uh,
the way to get them.
Sure. Oh. Well,
But yeah, boarding. There's a lot of furries.
yeah, I could tell. Man, I guess it makes sense in a way, you know. Oh, I guess if you want to be, you know, indulge yourself in the world of furries, you can without any like judgment. But then again, I'm pretty sure there's judgment in this faces either way. Oh man, like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck they'd argue about. Oh, oh, oh. I'm a furry with not that much jiggle physics, but I got it where it counts. In my thighs. Oh god. Oh man. Well, this is certainly creepy. Oh, and she has a hidden blade too. What the fuck? Okay, I need to charge my headset, so I'm gonna do one more avatar switch and see what I get. And I thought I was 9S or 2B, but I suppose so. Either way, I'd still fall into myself. No. Alrighty. Well, thank you for showing me this world. I don't know how to save it.
Basically, to save it, just go to worlds and then click on the world you're in right now as your current world, top left-hand corner, and then you can favorite it.
Oh. Oh, sweet. Add to favorite. Yes. Awesome. Alright, well, thank you so much for showing me this awesome world. I can't wait to come back and have some more fun with
Oh
it.
yeah, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Goddamn furry.
Me or you?
Oh my god, this is hentai.
Can't see anything. Oh, thank goodness I can't see anything because I'm streaming.
This is a PC only avatar too, so you won't be
Oh,
able to see it.
there you go, even better. Well, okay, I will catch you later. Once again, thank you so much for helping me out.
Oh
Really
yeah,
appreciate it, man.
yeah, if you ever see me on, shoot me an invite and I'll gladly show you more.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Have fun.
Will do, man. You take it easy. Oh, God. Okay, I'll be back in a few, guys. My goodness, it's really hard to see. Whew. Yeah, I'll be back in a few. Whew, alright, so let's say we do a little bit of just chatting. Shall we? Again, with the nastiest farts compilation. Like, I don't need to see that shit. I don't need to see that shit. Do I want to see that shit? Let's see this shit. No. Oh, yeah, shit.
코드 블루 레드, 코드 블루 레드. 이거 보이시죠? 지금 60도예요 각도가. 얘 앉아 있는 거 보이시죠? 얘는 지금 정자세로 앉아 있는데 이게 60도. 보이죠? 나 무섭다 진짜. 나 이거 어떡하냐. 나 무서워. 나 살고 싶어. 나 구명조끼 입었어요.
지금 이 상황은 지금 길어지고 있습니다. 나 듣기 싫어. 진짜 무더러운 진짜 우리 나가야 돼요. 엄마한테 전화해볼까? 엄마 나 마지막이지. 기울어졌어. 야, 나 좀 살려줘. 진짜 춤추는 거야. 내리고 싶어. 진짜 진심이야. 여기 만약에 나 진짜 죽은 거 아니야? 야 이거 존나 흔한지 안 되는 일 아니야? 기울어져. 더 기울어진다고? 장난? 우리 뒤지기 싫다고. 아니 뒤지는 걸 사실 우리 들어오긴 하나요? 와 기울 줄을 상상도 못했다. 우리 구명 조금 보였다. 그래 난 지금 그래서 빠져나가겠다고. 하면서 찍고 있다 지금. 야 엄마 사랑해. 못 보내니까. 엄마 사랑해요. 진짜 신모래요? 구명조끼도 아직 못 본 애니가 많단 말이에요. 아직 못 본 애니가 많다고. 완전 안 났어. 아이 왜? 선장은 뭐 하길래? 아니 뭐가 걸린 거 같아. 타이타닉 된거 같아. 전화 안 터진다고? 안 터져. 아 망했다. 마지막 할 말이 남기고 기가 된 거 같은데. 자 지금 남기려면 녹음해. 녹음이야 지금 동영상이야. 제발. 할수만 일단 엄마 아빠 사랑해요. 씨발. 자 너야 다음에. 이 씨발 존나 빡빡하게 문자 보고. 엄마 아빠 내 동생 어떡해? 내 동생 말은 절대로 수련회 가지 말라 해야겠지. 야 그거 좀 뒤쪽. 야 이거 뉴스 뜬다. 야 내가 학교 100% 한다. 이거 뉴스 뜬다. 안 떠 이런 걸로. 아니야, 침몰 안 하면. 지금 침몰하는데? 침몰 안 할 거야. 안 해야만 돼.
지금 상황은 지금 배가 기울었습니다. 지금 애들이 다 곤란한 상태고요.
And they told him not to get out either.
여기 물이 화장실 물이 지금 다 샜고요. 여기 보시면 지금 배가 기울었거든요. 보이시죠? 지금 일자예요. 일자로 찍고 있는 건데 이 정도로 기울었어요. 거의 한 60도 기울어진 거죠. 지금 구조대가 오고 있대요. 해상 구조대. 내가 왜 수학여행을 와서? 나는 꿈이 있는데! 나는 살고 싶은데! 내가 진짜 나 울 것 같은데! 나 진짜 나 웁니다 나. 아씨 나 개무섭습니다 지금. 지금 나 이거 입고 있어요 지금. 나 무섭다고! 아니 구조대가 오면 얼마나 위험한 상황이냐고요. 지금 구조대 와도 300명을 어떻게 구합니까? 이거 어떻게 합니까 내가. 헬기가 오면은 배 이렇게 딱 잡아서 띄워주는 거 아니야? 헬기가 이걸 어떻게 잡아줍니까? 해경이랑 어선이 오고 있답니다. 내가 왜 제주도를 오하마르나호를 안 타서 세월호를 타서 이런 진짜 욕도 나오는데 어른들한테 보여줄 거라 욕도 못하고 진짜 무섭고 난 지금 숨이 턱끝까지 차오르는데 이거 끈 꼭 묶었습니다. 저는 난 살고 싶습니다. 네 마지막으로 진짜 나는 진짜 하고 싶은 게 많은데 진짜 나 무서워요 지금. 나 어떡해요? What can I do? 네 지금 배 상황입니다. 지금 전기가 통제됐고요. 네 전기가 끊겼고요. 진짜 어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠습니다. 해경이 거의 다 왔다고 하는데 나 살고 싶어요. 진짜로. 나 리얼리 나 진짜 이런 진지 빨고 말한 적 없거든요. 좋습니다. 네 살아서 봅시다. 와 해경 온답니다. 네 진짜 나 살고 싶어요. 살고 싶어요. 지금 네 여기 영상에 많은 걸 남깁니다. 네, 넌 참 좋은 친구였고 정윤아 넌 씨발 맨날 교회 나오라니까 씨 안 나오고 남길이랑은 마지막으로 만나고 노는 게 참 좋네요.
I love you, my snowboy, so fat. The sticky boy, sweet baby, baby, baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are so stinky and fat, baby.
망설이는데 참 고맙고 형 마지막으로 보고 싶었는데 형 못 보고 가네요. 네 진짜 그리고 또 한결이 형 군대 갔는데 왜 이렇게 이런 상황만 겹치니. 형이 나의 행운의 고양이였나봐.
Baby.
형이 없으니까 계속 안 좋은
Join a
일이 생겨.
baby,
어떡할
listeners.
거야. 그리고
Fat
잠깐만요. 제가 뒤에 지금 무서운 거 봤는데 1994년도에 만든 규명 그룹입니다. 네. 뒤에 10분 동안 여기서 버티랍니다. 이 개자식들 없애버릴 거예요. 네, 보트가 왔습니다. 네. 아까가 마지막이라고 했지만 전 살고 싶습니다. 네. 지금 여기 제가 있는 방에 3명이 투숙 중이고요.
Stinky baby.
중인데 투숙 이런 발 니들이 그따구로 이 배를 운전? 지금 배는 85도. 내 머릿속 온도는 지금 100도. 니들을 칠 공 캐리어들은 침몰 위기? 상황 보이죠? 지금 물이 찼어요. 배가 잠기고 있거든요. 배가 잠기고 있어요. 지금 지금 잠기고 있어요. 지금 잠기고 있습니다. 네. 지금 잠기고 있습니다. 이거 바꿔야겠네.
엄마 사랑해요. 아빠 사랑해요. 둘 다 사랑해요. 우리 김영현 씨 아들이 고맙니다. 이번 열로 죽을 수 있을 것 같으니. 야, 계단에 있는 얘들이 제일 무서워. 엄마 아빠 사랑해요. 영원아. 영원아, 너만은 제발 수학여행 가지마. 오빠처럼 되기 싫으면. 알았지? 제발 살려줘. 마지막이야. 나 지금 기울어진 거 보이지? 안 보이겠어. 저기서 태평하게 핸드폰 만지고 있는 한국인 앞에.
Dude, why are they taking so fucking long, man? Holy shit.
침몰되고 있다는 소리 아니야? 실제 상황이야. 시원아, 마지막. 진짜 팔기 보소. 나도. 우리.
On April 16th, 2014, the MV Seawall ferry in South Korea was on its way to the island of Jeju with 476 people on board, including 325 second-year high school students who were on a field trip, when it met with disaster that resulted in the loss of over 300 lives. At 8:52 a.m., the first signs of trouble were reported to a fire officer after one of the high school students on board used his mobile phone to call an emergency number and reported that the ship had begun sinking. At 8:55, the crew of the ship contacted the Jeju Harbor Affairs to report their situation.
Hey, baby.
At the same time, the crew broadcast an announcement to the passengers telling them to stay in their cabins because it would be much safer there, despite orders from the Harbor Affairs personnel at Jeju and Jindo Islands telling them to prepare the passengers and crew for evacuation. The reason being that the captain of the ferry, Lee Jun-seok, claims he wanted confirmation that rescue parties would arrive soon because he was afraid people would be swept away by the currents if they entered the cold water. This conversation between the crew and Harbor Affairs continued for over 40 minutes when at 9:37 a.m., the Seawolf ferry crew claims that it had broadcast an order to evacuate the ship. However, by this time, the ferry was tilting at such an extreme angle towards its port side that it was very difficult for anyone to escape the ship. Around 9:30 a.m., the Korean Coast Guard arrived with a cutter boat that dropped a rubber raft and a few helicopters that began deploying divers in the area to help fleeing passengers. The Coast Guard made no attempt to enter the sinking ship that was tilting close to 70 degrees to its side,
Wow.
and in 40 minutes' time only managed to save 20 passengers that mostly consisted of the ferry captain and crew who were the first to abandon the ship. 2 fishery patrol boats arrived at 10:08 a.m. and in 10 minutes managed to rescue 50 survivors. 30 private vessels arrived to offer assistance and rescued another 40 passengers. At 10:51, more Coast Guard rescue ships entered the scene, but by that time, the Seawolf ferry had already sunk beneath the water except for a small section of the ship that was sticking out above the surface. When the disaster first occurred, some media outlets reported that all passengers had been saved, and an official from the Danwon High School sent out a message stating that all 338 students and teachers on board had been rescued safely.
That's a
This
load of bull.
misinformation only caused confusion and possibly slowed emergency rescue efforts by
That is a load of
downplaying
bull,
the
dude.
seriousness of
And
the
they know it.
situation. In the following days after the disaster, it was revealed that South Korean officials ignored offers of help from other countries. On April 17th, Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, sent a message to South Korean President Park Geun-hye, which stated, "We would like to express our condolences and sympathy. Japan is prepared to provide the necessary support." In a meeting between the Japanese and South Korean Coast Guards, the Korean side refused assistance, stating that, "We very much appreciate the offer, but currently, we have no special need for assistance." Diving operations took place over the next 7 months following the disaster, with up to 555 divers in the water at one point from multiple government agencies and private organizations. But their attempts to retrieve more passengers and supply the possible air pockets inside the sunken ship were unsuccessful, as more and more dead bodies were retrieved from the wreckage. Out of the 476 people on board the Seawolf, 172 were rescued before the ship went down, with 304 lives lost beneath the waves, including 250 children from the Danwon High School. During those months the search and rescue was happening, a Navy petty officer fell into a coma and died after sustaining serious injuries. 2 divers lost their lives, and 5 personnel that included 2 pilots, 2 rescue workers, and a mechanic died after their helicopter crashed on a sidewalk in the city of Gwangju. The crash also injured a nearby high school student. 2 days after the ferry sunk, the vice principal of Danwon High School hanged himself from a tree with a belt near a gymnasium where families of the ferry victims were staying. In a suicide note, he wrote that it was his idea for the field trip and that the deaths of the students were his fault. He said he could not live knowing where his students are. He also wrote that he wonders whether he could still be their teacher on the other side in death. The MV Seawall was purchased by Chonghaesian Marine Company on October 8, 2012. The ship was originally owned by A-Line Ferry, a company in Japan who claims the ship did not experience any problems in its 18 years of service. However, after its purchase, the Chonghaesian company restructured the ship so it could hold more passengers and cargo. These modifications were illegal and made the ship unbalanced, but somehow it had passed inspection with the Korean Register of Shipping. An investigation by the Board of Audit and Inspection later revealed that the licensing from the Korean Register of Shipping was based on falsified documents. During approval, the Korean Register of Shipping reduced the maximum amount of cargo that could be carried from 1,450 tons to 980. On April 15, 1989, a tragedy took place at the Hillsborough Stadium in Sheffield, England, during a football game between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Police negligence led to massive overcrowding in the seating pens, which led to a human crush. The crush was so devastating, 96 people lost their lives, and 766 people were reported injured from asphyxiation. Hillsborough Stadium was chosen to host as neutral grounds for the teams. Liverpool fans gathered at the northwest part of the stadium called Leppings Lane, while Nottingham fans entered at the southeast end. Efforts were made to keep the fans from crossing each other's paths, because at the time, there were many hooligans among the fans, and often fights would break out. While this was an attempt at keeping the peace, there were more Liverpool fans than there were Nottingham. Nottingham's side had 29,800 combined capacity and 60 turnstiles for people to enter through. The northwest end of the stadium only had 23 turnstiles that met with 24,256 fans. There were normally other turnstiles around the Liverpool entrance for people to use, but because of the segregation policy, many of them were closed off so sports rivals couldn't cross each other's paths. While there was a public announcement to discourage more people from attending, the police, clubs, and local authorities at the event were more worried about the hooligans and fan fights. The game was scheduled to start around 3 p.m. Around 2:20 p.m., 350 people arrived off of 3 chartered buses. Upon their arrival, many of the fans wanted to enjoy their time with family and friends, and weren't in a hurry to try and get into the stadium. This caused congestion to build up in a short period of time. On the TV and radio, announcers told people to stay home if they didn't have a ticket because of how packed it was. Between 2:30 and 2:40, people started to cram up at the turnstiles in front of Leppings Lane. At 2:46, John Motson, the BBC football commentator at the event, could already tell there was an imbalance of distribution among the people, and signaled the cameramen to get a shot to show just how many people were there. A police constable at the event requested that the game be delayed by 20 minutes to try and ensure safer passage for the fans, as the request had been granted at a game 2 years prior. However, the request was denied. Outside the stadium, the crowd started to form a bottleneck. There were more fans arriving than there was a way for them to get in. People were showing tickets to the wrong turnstiles, but couldn't leave when denied entry because of the people behind them. At 3, the game began as scheduled, and the fans outside could hear the cheers of fans inside the stadium. There was an estimated 5,000 people just at the turnstiles trying to get in, and this aroused safety concerns from police. The superintendent that would be in charge of order for this game was David Duckenfield, who had very little experience to no experience in how to keep order and maintain a sold-out stadium crowd. Worried that the crowd was going to pose a major fatality risk, he ordered exit gate C to be opened to relieve the masses. This exit gate was normally used for people departing the stadium, not going in. Then to help relieve pressure, gates A and B were then opened as well. The crowd poured in the pens at free will. No one was even checking ticket stubs at this point. Initially, there was a rush when the fans entered, but it turned into a steadily paced walk. Even at a steady paced walk, the fans began to fill a tunnel that led into the already overcrowded central pens 3 and 4. The rushing crowd had no way of knowing they were being led into an area that didn't have enough room, or what was happening in the front pens. People in the front pens were suddenly rushed from behind and pinned against each other and the barrier that separated the fans from the game on the field. For some reason, while police or stewards were usually present to direct people where they should go, they were not there to do that. A BBC report speculated that if police had positioned the 2 patrol horses on the field into the crowds correctly, they could have directed fans into the side pens. With the game just starting, there were still fans arriving into the pens from the rear entry gate. During the crush, people were so packed in they couldn't turn, they couldn't bend, or even raise their arms. Some fans, like 19-year-old Sarah Hicks, who went to the game with her sister, father, and mother, couldn't be pulled out by people trying to help. A man trying to save Sarah Hicks wasn't able to do anything when he tried to pull her up. He lost his grip on her, couldn't reach her again, and could only watch in terror as she cried and became asphyxiated. Her sister, 15-year-old Victoria Hicks, was also killed in the crush. People above in the west stands were pulling people up from the Leppings Lane terrace. In the confusion, police gathered in front of the fence and created a cordon to keep fans from escaping over the fence, thinking it was just a pitch invasion. They were pushing fans back into the crush. At approximately 3:05, a football player kicked a shot that hit the pole of Nottingham's goal barrier. Possibly as a result of the excitement, that very moment there was a surge in Pen 3, and one of the metal crush barriers gave way. This sent people flying over each other, and unfortunately, on top of any injured people who were lying in front of the barrier after managing to escape. South Yorkshire Superintendent Greenwood realized what was happening and quickly told the referee. By the time he noticed, however, fans had already broken open one of the locked gates in the barrier and were fleeing by climbing over the fence. Other fans trying to help made holes in the perimeter of the fence. The intensity of the crush broke multiple terraces. The referee called the game and sent the players to their respective locker rooms. Nottingham fans who didn't understand what was going on at the time thought there was a pitch invasion and started whistling their anger at the Liverpool side and chanting for their team to return to the field. Fans were grabbing advertising boards and running them across the field to try and carry victims to the 44 ambulances that were at the Nottingham Forest side, but they were forced back by police. Only one of those ambulances actually made it onto the field. Police prevented the other 43 from entering. 14 of the 96 fatally injured made it to the hospital. People were trying desperately to save others with CPR. While all this was going on, police were still making a cordon 3/4 of the way down the pitch to prevent Liverpool supporters from reaching the opposing supporters. At about 3:13, a grandstand news reporter announced that they finally had an explanation of the events that had unfolded. There's no question now that the problem was caused by non-ticket holders forcing their way through a broken gate at the Leppings Lane end of this ground, and the FA Cup semi-final has been suspended in the most serious fashion. As more of the disaster was observed, and after hearing a few eyewitness accounts, it became more apparent that fans without tickets weren't the cause of the chaos. There were claims against the emergency service, saying they failed to give adequate emergency treatment. The coroner who arrived on the scene, Stephen Popper, said that anybody who had been a victim couldn't be saved after 3:15 because they were already dead, but there were still fatally injured people alive after 3:15. One particular case of this was Kevin Williams. Stadium cameras showed Kevin being pulled out of the crowd at around 3:28. Eyewitnesses Tony O'Keefe and Steve Hart were there to help officers carry Kevin off the pitch, and they said he was still alive. Tony O'Keefe said in an interview, "I've seen people dead before, and I knew that there would have been a color change. His color looked okay. He was pale, but I could see he was alive." For years, police and officials blamed the fans for their own deaths. On March 26, 1991, the inquest returned a verdict of accidental death. Many families were angered by this because they knew it wasn't their loved ones' faults. On April 26, 2016, the families took to court again, and the jury ruled in their favor that the victims were unlawfully killed by police error. When the verdict was announced, the family members standing outside of Coroner's Court in Warrington, England, held hands and sang "You'll Never Walk Alone," a song that Liverpool fans sing before every game. The families finally found some peace after years of cover-ups and lies about the fans being the ones to blame. Later on, David Duckenfield, who was able to retire on medical grounds, still insisted that the spectators opened the gate and were the ones to blame. The Crown Prosecution Service was evaluating if they should press charges in light of new findings. If they did, it would most likely focus on David Duckenfield. The victims who died that day ranged from ages 10 to 69. 38 of the victims were children or teens. There were many memorials and epitaphs erected in honor of the 96 people who died from the crush throughout Liverpool and the Hillsborough Stadium. I want them 96 to rest in peace now, because they have suffered for these 27 years seeing the families suffer, said Margaret Aspinall, whose 18-year-old son James died in the crush. They did nothing wrong that day, she told Granada Reports. They were the heroes. The Dyatlov Pass incident was an event that resulted in the deaths of 9 skiers on a ski trek across the northern Ural Mountains on the night of February 2, 1959. The incident happened on the eastern side of Kholat-Syakhl, a mountain whose name in Mansi means Mountain of the Dead. Since then, the mountain pass where the incident occurred has been named Dyatlov Pass, based on the name of the group's leader Igor Dyatlov. Investigators determined that the skiers tore their tent from the inside and fled on foot under heavy snowfall. Although the bodies show no signs of struggle, 2 victims had fractured skulls and 2 broken ribs. Soviet authorities determined that an unknown compelling force had caused the deaths. Access to the region was consequently blocked for hikers and adventurers for 3 years after the incident. The original group consisted of 8 men and 2 women. Most were students or graduates of Ural Polytechnical Institute. All members were experienced in long ski tours and mountain expeditions. The goal of the expedition was to reach Otorten, a mountain 6.2 miles north of the site of the incident. They started their journey to Otorten from the city of Vizhai on January 27th. The next day, one of the members, Yuri Yudin, was forced to go back due to illness. Diaries and cameras found around their last campsite made it possible to track the group's route up to the day preceding the incident. On January 31st, the group arrived at the edge of a highland area and began to prepare for climbing. In a wooded valley, they stored surplus food and equipment that would be used for their trip back. The following day, the hikers started to move through the pass. It seems they planned to get over the pass and make camp for the next night on the opposite side, but because of weather conditions, they lost their direction and deviated west up towards the top of Kholat-Syakhl. When they realized their mistake, the group decided to stop and set up camp there on the slope of the mountain, rather than moving a mile downhill to a forested area which would have offered some shelter from the elements. Before leaving, Dyatlov had agreed he would send a telegram to their sports club as soon as the group returned to Vizhai. It was expected that it would happen no later than February 12th, but Dyatlov had told Yudin before his departure from the group that he expected to be longer. When the 12th passed and no messages had been received, there was no immediate reaction as delays of a few days were common with such expeditions. It was not until the relatives of the travelers demanded a rescue operation on February 20th that the head of the institute sent the first rescue groups consisting of volunteer students and teachers. Later, the army and police forces became involved, with planes and helicopters being ordered to join the rescue operation. On February 26th, the searchers found the group's abandoned and badly damaged tent on Kholat-Syakhl. Mikhail Sherevin, the student who found the tent, said, "The tent was half torn down and covered with snow. It was empty, and all the group's belongings and shoes had been left behind." Investigators said that the tent had been cut open from the inside. 8 or 9 sets of footprints left by people who were wearing only socks, a single shoe, or walking barefoot could be followed leading down toward the edge of the nearby woods. However, after 500 meters, these tracks were covered with snow. At the forest's edge, under a large cedar, their searchers found the remains of a fire, along with the first 2 bodies, shoeless and dressed only in their underwear. The branches on the tree were broken up to 5 meters high, suggesting that one of the hikers had climbed up to look for something. Between the cedar and the camp, the searchers found 3 more corpses who seemed to have died in poses suggesting that they were attempting to return to the tent. Searching for the remaining 4 travelers took more than 2 months. They were finally found on May 4th underneath 4 meters of snow in a ravine 75 meters farther into the woods from the cedar tree. These 4 were better dressed than the others, and there were signs that those who had died first had apparently relinquished their clothes to the others. A legal inquest started immediately after finding the first 5 bodies. A medical examination found no injuries which might have led to their deaths, and it was concluded that they had all died of hypothermia. One of the skiers had a small crack in his skull, but it was not thought to be a fatal wound. An examination of the 4 bodies which were found in May shifted the narrative as to what had occurred during the incident. 3 of the ski hikers had fatal injuries. One had major skull damage, and 2 others had major chest fractures. The force required to cause such damage would have been extremely high, as if from the force of a car crash. Notably, the bodies had no external wounds related to the bone fractures, as if they had been subjected to a high level of pressure. However, major external injuries were found on one of the female hikers, missing her tongue, eyes, part of the lips, facial tissue, and a fragment of skull bone. She also had extensive skin maceration on the hands. It was claimed that the female skier was found laying face down in a small stream that ran under the snow, and that her external injuries were in line with putrefaction in a wet environment, and were unlikely related to her death. There was speculation that the indigenous Mansi people might have attacked and murdered the group for encroaching upon their lands, but investigation indicated that the nature of their deaths did not support this hypothesis. The skiers' footprints alone were visible, and they showed no sign of hand-to-hand struggle. To dispel the theory of an attack by the indigenous Mansi people, Dr. Boris Vazrosdeny stated that the fatal injuries of the 3 bodies could not have been caused by another human being because the force of the blows had been too strong and no soft tissue had been damaged. With the storm blowing and temperatures around -25 to -30 degrees Celsius, the hikers were found only partially dressed. This led to theories of hypothermia, as some victims of severe hypothermia suffer a condition known as paradoxical undressing, which causes the victim to become confused and remove their clothing in freezing temperatures. Many theories have arisen about the event, from paranormal activity to secret weapons tests, but avalanche damage is considered one of the more plausible explanations for this incident. One scenario under this theory is that moving snow knocked down the tent, ruining the campsite during the night. The party then cut themselves free and attempted to flee. They would likely have to come in contact with the snow, which also might have ruined their boots and extra clothing. 3 of the 4 bodies found in the ravine had major fractures, and being the only bodies injured so badly, it lends credence to the scenario that these injuries were the result of the fall into the ravine. Possibly negating the avalanche scenario is that investigators saw footprints leading from the campsite, with no obvious avalanche damage noted. Some people believe it was a military accident which was then covered up. There are records of parachute mines being tested by the Russian military in the area around the time the hikers were there. Parachute mines detonate a mile or 2 before they hit and produce similar damages to those experienced by the hikers, heavy internal damage with very little external trauma. This theory uses animals to explain for the missing nose and tongues of certain victims. People believe the bodies were moved as there are photos of the tent which was apparently incorrectly set up, something these experienced hikers likely wouldn't put up incorrectly. Journalists reporting on the available parts of the inquest files claim that it states, 6 of the group members died of hypothermia and 3 of fatal injuries. There were no indications of other people nearby on Kholat Syakhl apart from the 9 travelers. The tent had been ripped open from within. The victims had died 6 to 8 hours after their last meal. Traces from the camp showed that all group members left the campsite of their own accord on foot. Forensic radiation tests had shown high doses of radioactive contamination on the clothes of a few victims. Released documents contain no information about the condition of the skiers' internal organs. There were no survivors of the incident. The final verdict was that the group members all died because of a compelling natural force. The inquest officially ceased in May 1959 as a result of the absence of a guilty party. The files were sent to a secret archive, and the photocopies of the case became available only in the 1990s, although some parts were missing. Some researchers claim some facts were missed, perhaps ignored by officials. 12-year-old Yuri Kuntsevich, who would later become head of the Yekaterinburg-based Yetlaw Foundation, attended 5 of the hikers' funerals and recalls their skin had a deep brown tan. Some of the hikers' clothing, 2 pants and a sweater, were found to be highly radioactive. Another group of hikers about 50 kilometers south of the incident reported that they saw strange orange spheres in the sky to the north on the night of the incident. Similar spheres were observed in the city of Ivdel and adjacent areas by various witnesses, including the meteorology service and the military, during the months of February and March of 1959. Some reports suggest that there was a great deal of scrap metal in and around the area, leading to speculation that the military had utilized the area secretly and might have been engaged in a cover-up. The last camp of the hikers was located on a direct path between where test launches of R-7 rockets were sometimes conducted and a major nuclear testing ground of the Soviet Union. Former police officer Lev Ivanov, who led the official inquest in 1959, published an article in 1990 which included his admission that the investigation team had no rational explanation for the accident. He also stated that after his team reported that they had seen flying spheres, He then received direct orders from high-ranking regional officials to dismiss the investigation. In Ontario, Canada, 1992, the bodies of an elderly couple were found in the trunk of their car that was parked in the driveway of their house. The victims were Ian and Nancy Blackburn. The couple's bodies were discovered after friends and family grew worried about their lack of contact and asked a nearby family member to check their home. It was discovered that Ian Blackburn's car was at their summer house, while Nancy Blackburn's car was still at their main home. After spotting a bloody cloth of some sort in the back of Nancy's car, their relative proceeded to check the trunk, where he found Ian and Nancy slain. After police started their investigation, it was theorized that Mr. Blackburn had been driving to the couple's summer house, where he was attacked upon entering the home. After taking a vicious beating, Mr. Blackburn was coerced by his attacker to call his wife Nancy and ask her to come to the summer home as well. When Nancy Blackburn entered the house, she was immediately assaulted and tied up. Police were sure the attacker's intent was to rape Mrs. Blackburn. Nancy's cause of death was from ligature strangulation, and the attack may have possibly taken place in the presence of her husband, who was also tied up at the time. The body of Nancy Blackburn was then thrown into the trunk of her car, and the attacker forced Mr. Blackburn to drive to their main home with his wife dead in the back. Shortly after arriving at their home, Ian Blackburn was killed by asphyxiation, and his body was thrown next to his wife's in the trunk of her car. Police had no leads at first, until they found some odd garbage that had been thrown away in some ditches near the site of the murder. Along with food and a section of newspaper that was missing from the Blackburns' house, the garbage contained human feces and large bottles of urine. They also discovered a collection of military writings organized into a list. Similar items had been found in nearby cottages that had been broken into. The suspect was thought to be a squatter who used empty cottages while their owners were away. The intruder had been dubbed the House Hermit by investigators on the case. On one occasion, the owners of a summer cottage that the hermit had broken into came to check on the place while the squatter was still there. The intruder then held the couple that owned the home at gunpoint and ordered the husband to drive them to their main home in Toronto. Once they arrived on a busy street in the city, the husband took his chance and refused to drive their kidnapper any further. The unknown man fled from the car and disappeared into a crowd of people. The incident led to a description and fingerprint evidence of the hermit. When police released some of their best evidence to the media, including the military writings, they got a response from a woman who said she had previously worked with a man that used the same strange writing style. The man was David Alexander Snow, a man known for his unkempt appearance and his vast knowledge of antiques. After comparing Snow's fingerprints with the fingerprints found in the cottages, they got a match and confirmed that David Snow was indeed the house hermit. When police searched Snow's bungalow, they found an enormous amount of pornography that had been cut from magazines and pasted into albums under different categories of body parts. They also found boxes of military-related books and evidence that Snow had been staying in the attic of his home like a squatter. As investigators were going through the photos found in David Snow's house, they came across a picture of a barn that they recognized from the Blackburn summer property. This led police to believe that David Snow knew who the Blackburns were before he killed them. On June 29, 1992, a 26-year-old woman was working alone at a clothing store she managed in Vancouver. Throughout the day, a strange man kept entering and leaving the store, saying he was looking for a gift for his wife. The woman said she could tell when the man entered the store because of how bad he smelled. Right after the woman had closed the shop for the day, the man knocked at the door and told the woman he had finally made up his mind on what to buy. After entering the store, the man pulled out a gun and forced the young woman into a back room where he ordered her to strip and began sexually assaulting her. During the heinous act, the attacker heard a noise at the front of the store and went to investigate. As the man exited the room, the young woman saw her chance to escape and fled out the back entrance, naked and handcuffed into an alleyway. The case was treated as an isolated incident and not linked to David Snow at the time. On July 3rd, just 5 days after the attack on the manager of the clothing store, a young woman was working alone at a photo shop in Vancouver when a man entered near closing time and pulled out a gun. The man held her at gunpoint and marched her down a busy street in broad daylight. In rush hour traffic, they walked almost a mile's distance crossing the Second Narrows Bridge. This means thousands of people saw the young Photoshop worker being abducted and didn't realize what they were seeing. This also means that the young woman was too afraid to call for help or thought that escape was impossible. After crossing the bridge, the woman was taken another 5 miles into a wooded area where Snow had set up a small camp. Once there, the young shop worker was tied, gagged, and sexually assaulted in every way imaginable around 3 to 4 times a day. All of this took place only 75 yards away from one of the busiest roads in Vancouver. 8 days after abducting his first victim, David Snow set out to find another woman to be his sex slave. On July 11th, a 19-year-old girl was working with her boss at a video store in northern Vancouver when a disheveled David Snow walked in with a gun. After robbing the store, he tied up the manager and took the 19-year-old girl hostage. The girl was taken to her car and forced to drive to Snow's makeshift campsite. Upon arriving at the camp, Snow decided to move the women to a different location. After the 19-year-old girl's abduction, police were on the lookout and spotted her missing car on the side of the road near Mount Seymour. They investigated the car and found no one there. That's when the officers heard the screams of a woman coming from the nearby forested area. Not long after heading in the direction of the screams, the officers discovered the 19-year-old girl that had been recently abducted from the video store. She was fully clothed and tied to a tree. They soon heard the screams of another female coming from a nearby area. One of the officers stayed to help the 19-year-old, while the other went after David Snow and the second woman. The officers soon found the woman tied to a tree, but David Snow was nowhere in sight. The woman who worked at the photo shop was unresponsive and appeared emotionless the entire time the officer spoke to her. As the young victims were being sent to the hospital, a massive manhunt for David Snow began in the area. At 3:30 in the morning on July 12, 1992, David Snow came across a woman that was closing a restaurant and took her hostage at gunpoint. When he entered the building, Snow triggered a silent alarm, and the security alarm company promptly called to check on the situation. Snow had his hostage lie and say that everything was alright, but the woman was not responding correctly to the questions asked by the alarm company, so they grew suspicious and called police. As a patrol car made its way to the location, David Snow took the woman to the back of the restaurant and began to viciously beat and sexually assault her. Snow then took a wire from a hanging gardening pot and began to strangle the woman with it while she had a plastic bag over her head. The woman was very near death when the officers answering the alarm call arrived on scene. After splitting up, one of the officers discovered David Snow over the motionless body of the restaurant worker, still in the act of strangling her. The officer called out a warning, and after a short chase on foot, the killer and rapist known as the House Hermit had finally been captured by authorities. On July 18, 1997, David Snow was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without chance of parole.
Is it rain piece? Also, I'm waiting for my VR
In the
headset to
1980s
finish
and the
charging.
1990s, a new disease struck the cattle herds of the United Kingdom.
Oh, BSC.
Thousands were displaying odd behaviours, followed by death in all cases. This threat to the food chain was made even more catastrophic when it
Bovine
eventually
spongiform.
became clear that the disease was transmissible
Mad
to
cow
humans.
disease.
What would become known as mad cow's disease led to the destruction of millions of livestock, widespread panic, and the deaths of hundreds from a new lethal disease, a disease with a 100% fatality rate, and no known cure. In today's
This is
video,
really scary,
we will
dude.
cover just what mad cow's
basically,
disease actually is,
like,
how it
forms holes
spread
in
to
your
both
brain.
animals and to humans, and how it was eventually brought under control. Mad cow's disease is more accurately called bovine spongiform encephalopathy, or BSE for short. Spongiform refers to the resulting sponge-like texture of the patient's brain caused by the disease. Encephalopathy refers to a disease that affects the structure of the brain. It is caused by proteins known as prions, a type of protein that can act as a replicating pathogen, much like a virus. The prion is malformed, misfolded, and capable of warping other proteins and turning them into harmful prions. Such proteins are commonly found in the brain and nervous system, and so when the disease takes hold, the consequences can be devastating, destroying the very structure of the brain. It is a neurodegenerative disease with symptoms not immediately apparent. It can take years for the disease to present and incubate. The symptoms of BSE include the cow having trouble walking, tremors, and hypersensitivity to certain stimuli. This can include heightened aggression, nervousness, or a general change in the cow's nature. More sporadic signs include weight loss, grinding of teeth, or a reduction in milk production. Ultimately, the cow will enter into a coma before eventually succumbing to the illness and dying. There is currently no treatment for BSE, meaning it is 100% fatal. For some time, cattle farming was the largest part of British agriculture, representing a third of all total output. A particular breed of dairy cow was used that produced a large amount of milk, so long as it was fed a high-protein diet. The source of this protein would be in the form of meat and bone meal, feed that was derived from rendered animals, a cheaper alternative that actually increased the milk yields further. Dairy cows would provide much of the British beef, and the remains and waste products would be rendered down as part of the process. As for how it came to be, the first known case occurred in September of 1985 in the UK. At the time, it wasn't clear what the disease was, but the death of the cow was ultimately attributed to other causes. But by the end of 1986, 2 more cases had been identified as a new illness. Nevertheless, the State Veterinary Service's initial response was to impose an embargo on information about the disease being made public. By the end of 1987, BSE was identified as a new disease. One of the initial theories of how the disease came to be is that it was the result of a cross-species transmission, the disease being scrapie. Scrapie is a disease that affects sheep in the same way that BSE affects cows. It was thought that one of the causes could be that the sheep infected with scrapie entered the food supply of the cows through meat and bone meal, or through MBM, a cheaper alternative to feeding cows grain. MBM is the product of the rendering industry, the process of converting waste animal tissues into usable products. Such tissue would include potentially infected nerve tissue from the sheep suffering with scrapie. However, it is more likely that a random mutation in a cow resulted in the harmful prion, which probably occurred in the 1970s. When this patient zero cow was slaughtered, long before any signs of illness presented, the remains were rendered into MBM and fed to other cattle. What followed was exponential infection of cows through the feeding of infected MBM, who in turn would provide infected tissues for the cycle to continue. The actions taken to deal with the spread of the disease were set in 1988 and were largely twofold. The use of MBM feed was banned, and it was advised that cattle be destroyed. This vital step of removing one of the key vectors for infection would result in turning an escalating disease into one that would ultimately peak and then decline. But some farmers continue to use their existing supplies of MBM, and some feed distributors continue to sell the product, even well after the 5-week grace period given to allow the industry to adapt. It is thought that in 1988, as many as 10,000 cattle were infected each month. The key concern was whether BSE could be passed to humans, as the initial theory was that the cause of BSE was scrapie, and as scrapie could not be passed to humans, it was thought that there was little to no risk of humans being affected, as confirmed in a report advising the government in 1989. Humans had eaten scrapie-infected sheep for hundreds of years with no issue. Nevertheless, as a precautionary measure, the government in 1989 instituted a specified bovine offal ban. This banned bovine brain, spinal cord, tonsils, spleen, and intestines from entering the human food chain. There was then an effort to improve the hygiene standards of the slaughterhouses. It was noted that around this time, over 60% of slaughterhouses did not meet the single European market standards for safe practice. Some slaughterhouses were recorded with blood-encrusted butchering slabs, rampant cross-contamination, and little in the way of staff training. Through the coming years, the rather reassuring theory about scrapie would begin to unravel. In 1990, domestic cats began showing signs akin to that of BSE, or scrapie-like illness. This was attributed to infected tissues being rendered and used by the cat food industry. Soon enough, cases of feline spongiform encephalopathy were found in big cats in zoos. Testing confirmed it was possible for mice to contract BSE, albeit in laboratory conditions, though it was still thought that humans would need to eat a large amount of infected brain tissue to become infected. But many in the public and media started to panic. If cats could contract BSE by eating infected beef, then why couldn't humans? Some newspapers proclaimed that the disease could be catastrophic to human life, such as The Sun, who published an article claiming that BSE could be as bad as the Black Death. The British government attempted to play down the risk to humans, but evidence was beginning to form that cats could not get scrapie but could get BSE, indicating that it was something very different from the well-understood version that affects sheep. It also perhaps indicated that there was a real risk that the disease could spread to humans. A press release in May of 1990, made by the Minister for Agriculture, John Gummer, stated that it was safe to eat beef. He did qualify this statement, saying that it was safe on the basis that the improvements to how cows were slaughtered, along with the ban on bovine offal, meant there was no risk. In a now much derided public stunt, Gummer and his 4-year-old daughter were filmed eating hamburgers to show how safe the meat was. Despite the measures put in place, the infections kept rising in thousands of British herds. Between 1992 and 1993, some 100,000 cases were confirmed, with doubtless many more going undetected. In addition, a complete ban was imposed not only on MBM feed, but also in its use as a fertilizer to avoid any potential cross-contamination. But what had been done was not enough, and had come too late. And in May of 1995, the first victim of a new variant Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, or CJD, was recorded. 19-year-old Stephen Churchill bears the unfortunate moniker of the first person to die from the human version of BSE. He was otherwise a fit and healthy man, looking to join the Royal Air Force. But he started to appear thin, with changes to his mood, and he started to struggle with his studies and walking. Within the next 10 months, he was experiencing hallucinations, required round-the-clock care, and was unable to communicate, before ultimately succumbing to the disease. Variant CJD affected humans in a similar way to how it affected cows. The first signs will be a strange feeling in the hands, feet, and face, akin to a tingling or burning sensation. Motor function will decrease, along with a deterioration in a patient's mental faculties. Often the disease will present itself as psychosis or as dementia. Eventually, the patient will fall into a coma before passing. The disease has no known cure, and is 100% fatal, leaving loved ones helpless other than to watch a grueling deterioration. The regular CJD usually affects people over the age of 60. The variant affects people of all ages, including younger people. Whilst it is not 100% clear as to the cause of variant CJD, the first case occurred during the BSE outbreak in the United Kingdom. It was therefore linked to eating beef products, though not through muscle meat such as steak or in milk. It is likely that the infected nervous system tissue was consumed through hamburgers or through other heavily processed foods that included rendered bovine offal. Perhaps the most striking example of a death attributed to variant CJD is that of Peter Hall, who died at the age of 20 in 1996. His death was ruled as a misadventure, with the cause of death being attributed to consuming beef burgers before 1990. Peter had been a vegetarian since 1992, showing just how long the disease took to take hold, being years or even decades. This marked the first time that consuming BSE-infected foods was linked to the new disease. This was largely taken as controversial, with many people insisting there was little evidence to draw a link. Nevertheless, the hypothesis stuck. In all, 177 people in the UK contracted the variant CJD, all of whom died. It was suspected, though not confirmed, that 3 of the victims who died were infected through blood transfusions from infected people. As a precaution, blood transfusions from people who had consumed British beef or lived in the country for extended periods of time were barred from donating blood in a number of countries. with potentially infected blood treated as extreme biohazard. Another 50 people around the world contracted the disease, some of whom had lived in the UK, others believed to have eaten exported infected products. None survived the illness. All the while, countless cows were being slaughtered. In order to stop the spread, some 4.4 million cows were destroyed through the entire crisis. But by 1995, cases of BSE were dramatically falling, with that year seeing around 14,000 confirmed cases. By 2000, it was around 1,400 a year, and by 2005, it was down to 225. Many countries, upon seeing the spread of BSE, issued bans on the import of British beef. Some bans lasted years, unwilling to take the chance of exposing their population or livestock to the disease.
Yeah,
Today,
no, fuck
there
that,
are
dude.
but a handful of cases recorded each
100%
year,
fatality
though
rate
with
and
better
no
tracking
cure
and awareness
and
of
all
the
the shit that
disease,
you go
there is
through.
little
Fuck
to no
that.
risk from it entering the food chain. The ban on MBM meal for cattle still remains in the United Kingdom. The risk of contracting variant CJD is incredibly low, as it appears to only affect a very small number of people. But, due to the way the prions are not affected by our current medical practices, it remains a terrifying and 100% fatal illness. Combined with the damage that BSE brought upon millions of cows, it is only right that such diseases are treated with caution. A Food Standards Agency was established in the UK to monitor and advise on food safety. Animal byproducts were phased out of products for human consumption, such as medicines. An inquiry into the handling of the situation produced an in-depth analysis, a link to which will be available in the comments. The panic caused by the media and downplaying of the seriousness by the government only led to many people living in fear, not knowing whether a burger eaten years ago could lead to an early, traumatic death.
Turns out you're not supposed to feed the species to itself, you know? Oh, God. Okay. That's just... Look at this, dude. That is truly something. Can I load it? Beautiful. Sorry. I know I should have muted my mic. I apologize for that. Let's do some naval missions, shall we? I like how you can definitely tell the big difference in free running from 2 to 3. Like, this free running feels so much smoother. Hello, peg leg. Mr. Fall. Dread of the night. Call for help. Search for the Somerset. The chase.
Half sail. Give me half sail. Haul everything in. Full stop, no sail. Bring her to half sail, men. Half sail, men.
Ready when you are, sir.
Careful, Connor! Roll out half sail. Haul into half sail. Full sail. Unfurl everything. Full sail. Ease her off. Haul into half sail. Full sail. Bend them all. Full sail. Watch out on the port side! Top sail, men! Fight on! All hands down! Big ready! Haul in everything! Haul in the sails! Full stop! Half sail! Again! Give me
Full synchro, baby. Let's go. I really like the Captain of the Aquila outfit. It is very nice. Very, very, very nice. Let's see. Oh, missions open. Troubled waters. Drive British privateer ships away from the trade route. Sure. Rogue waves. It's gonna be
Half sail! Half sail! Full sail, boys! Full sail!
need to take a look at these rogue waves.
Half sail! Give me half sail! Fire to the full sail! Full sail!
Gotcha. Man, we are doing good.
Give me half sail!
Rogue waves coming this way.
Full sail! Full sail! And fire!
So we got this. as shaded a shot as I wanted to be, but that's okay. There we go. Took a while. We got it. Hell yeah. I have an eye for Pickling.
What's he got this time? Let me see, let me see. If you've been trying to run a rig, I won't have it. Find some more.
Goodness. Not yet. Reading the prospect. Check the prospect, just not skip the sequence. See if we're well that time.
Fort doesn't look as abandoned as it should. Looks occupied as can be.
I will need something to draw their attention then. Once you lose sight of me, wait for 10 minutes, then bombard the fort. I will slip out under cover of the shelling.
Aye, aye, sir. Sounds a trifle dangerous, but I'm sure you're up to it. I doubt they let convicted pirates like old Lucky Lem out of his cell much, so if his little scroll is anywhere, it's there.
Alright. Let's go find this one.
I will have to circle around to avoid the courtyard.
probably a gull or a rat. It's the only intruders we get here anyway. Preposterous. Send me across the ocean to...
Who would ever attack this fort, I ask you? Nobody. No reason to. They sent us here because the captain did something wrong. Like what? Buggered if I know.
I wager he buggered something. Come off it. And keep watch.
Yeah, yeah.
not remind you to hold Fort Walcott against the rebels at all costs. And that is all that need concern you. You are not trained to comment on strategy, nor are you aware of rebel movement. So put a stop to it. The next man I hear questioning the validity of our
I don't know why I decided to jump like that.
We'll get a whip if we're late for the captain's address. I'm hurrying.
But
complaining of its assignment. The fort is being. Command is punishing the captain for what happened in Poland. I've had enough. We are here under orders. I need not remind you to hold Fort Walcott against the rebels at all costs. And that is all that need concern you. You are not trained.
That lurcher is out of his head. Who would do that to a man? That's why you don't let soldiers get bored. Jackanapes deserved everything he got. We won't tolerate such behavior. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you.
He didn't mean anything by what he said. I just don't think it's right.
damn, I got it then.
It lies under the eagle's bed.
Let's see what you got, rebel.